If you are a student struggling with getting everything done in time, this video is for you. Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is B and I'm a third year biomed student in Portugal. The first tip I want to give you is we all own our time. Sounds useless me saying this to you right now, because let's be honest, you are watching a time management video. But here's the thing, I don't have time is the oldest excuse ever. Instead of this, start saying I have poor management time skills. And that's completely fine, I've been there as well. You do have the time, but probably you are spending it on something else, like scrolling through Instagram, playing video games and stuff like that. The first thing you need to do is ask yourself, how am I spending my own time? And do a list with everything that you do in a normal day. Let me start first. I wake up every day at 8:30 and I spend 15 minutes on my phone while lying in bed. I get up and go to the bathroom where I spend roughly 5 minutes. I sit on my desk, I study for 15 minutes, I eat breakfast and this takes 15 minutes, and then I sit on my desk and do 3 more Pomodoros of 15 minutes. This gives a total of 3 hours. Then I go get lunch and this takes half an hour. Okay, I think you get the idea. Do this for your whole day and don't forget to include every break you take during the day. Now, in front of each task, just mark if that's something that you should be doing or if that's something that you shouldn't be doing. Like for me, spending 15 minutes on my phone after I wake up, it's not that good. So I would mark it with an X. I'm not saying that occasionally you shouldn't be procrastinating by scrolling on your social media, but doing this every day and after you woke up, it's not healthy, and that's something that we all should try not to do. And it's also a waste of time. After that, you should build a weekly or a daily schedule. When you're doing this, try to create a block for each task that you have to do. This is going to give you a more global view on how are you going to spend your time during the day. And by doing this, you are not going to spend precious time trying to decide what to do next. Another thing that you have to keep in mind is to set time limits for each task. Why? I don't know if you have heard of Parkinson's law. This law states that work expands to fill the time that we allocate to it. So if I have to edit a YouTube video, for example, and I give myself the whole day to do it, but if I only give myself an hour and I fill my time with other stuff, I will probably get the video done in that amount of time. You know when sometimes a friend invites you to go to the cinema or to grab a cup of coffee, or even when you have a proposal to go see someone that is giving a talk. You don't always have to say yes. Sometimes you are just overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that you have to do, or sometimes you are just not feeling it. In one of his videos, Ali Abdal talked about a book called Hell Yeah or No, and I thought that was a really interesting idea. If you get some invitation and your immediate response is not hell yeah, then it's a no. You gotta clear your calendar from the no stuff that you have in there and make up time for things that you actually enjoy, like exercising. Making a calendar is not good enough. You need a to-do list as well. And the reason why is because it's super satisfying crossing something from it. Okay, besides that being not untrue, I'm kidding. A to-do list is a place where you can write everything that you have to do. And then you can sort it by priority or due date to make sure that when you are doing your daily or weekly calendar, you don't forget anything that you have to do. You can use a physical to-do list or a digital one. For this last one, I recommend you use Notion. And if you don't know how to use it but want to learn, just check out the tutorial I made for you. Another super important thing that you have to do is to take breaks. And no, I am not kidding. If you want to master productivity, you need to take breaks. It's not humanly possible to spend 4 hours 100% focused on one task. Guys, I'm sorry, but that's not possible. If you are doing this, then you are doing it wrong. Instead of taking 2 hours to accomplish a task, that's why you are probably taking 4 hours or more. Your brain needs to rest, and that's why I use the Pomodoro method. Discover what's your optimal focus time. It can be 25 minutes, 30, 35, 40 or 50, or even more than that. just find out what works best for you and take advantage of it. Imagine that you have a list of tasks. You look at it and think, okay, what is the most important thing that I have in here? What am I going to do first? And then you start reorganizing your list by order of importance. This seems right, but it only works when you have like 4 to 10 tasks. But what if you have 20 or even 30? The more time you spend trying to organize your list by order of importance, the less time you have to actually start doing the tasks. And as you can see, this is not efficient. What I recommend you do is when you have a super long list, you organize tasks into priority buckets. In the first one, you put the most important tasks, what you need to absolutely do. In the second one, the slightly less important tasks, and in the third one, the least important tasks. This way, you are going to accomplish the most important tasks first anyway, and you don't spend an enormous time trying to sort your to-do list. If you are like me, even after a full day of crossing things from my to-do list, when I look at it, I don't feel satisfied. And I think I could do better, just because my to-do list is still full of stuff I have to do. But here's the thing, our to-do lists are always going to be full with stuff. So we need to recognize when we actually did a good job. Every task accomplished is progress, and the more progress you make, the closer you are to your final goal. So just keep at it. Have you been wondering why it takes you a lot more than it should to complete certain tasks? If so, it's probably due to the fact that you keep getting distracted. Distractions make you switch your focus, and then when you try to have it back, it's a lot harder. So what you need to do is to minimize distractions while you're studying. Go to a quiet place, preferably where isn't people talking around you or walking near you. Most phones and computers now have a focus mode, so turn that on, so you don't get distracted when you receive a message or an email. And put some headphones and listen to some music. If you don't know what kind of music you should be listening to while studying, I made a video about that, and you can watch it right here. It's really easy to get distracted, so you need to work harder to minimize distractions. To wrap up, improving your time management skills is crucial whether you are studying or you just started working. So stop complaining that you don't have time and learn how to manage it better. Having this said, I hope that some of these tips helped you in some way, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. And also don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!